Hey y'all, Brent Carter here. I'm at Starting Strength Dallas, and today we're going to work on something that one of my lifters has really been struggling on. Not this lifter, an actual lifter. Well, she is an actual lifter. In fact, she's the head coach at Starting Strength San Antonio. I mean, one of my clients. One of my clients has been struggling with the knees, like shooting backwards out of the bottom of the squat. And the reason that that's a problem is there's actually a few reasons. Number one, that'll create a tendency for the lifter to be on their heels, so now they're not in balance. Number two, when the knees shoot backwards, all right, the knee has now extended. So the quad has contracted, the knee has extended, and that means that it didn't do its job in producing force to lift the barbell up. So instead, it's just kind of repositioned, and since it's already contracted, it's essentially, blown its load. So we got to get that fixed. And there's a few cues that we can use to work on that. So Victoria, if you will, and she's going to demonstrate, she's going to do her best, rather, to demonstrate this wrong. So everything looks fine on the way down, and then out of the bottom, she really shoots her knees back. And I see this a lot with lifters that are trying real hard to hip drive, right? So they're overdoing it, and back down, and thinking that the answer is that, okay? And see how she really got back on her heels like that. Even if she is able to stay mid-foot while doing this, which is possible, the problem again is that, go again, and freeze right there. So her knees have straightened out, her quads have contracted, and the barbell didn't go up at all. So they have been not utilized, and come on up, as well as they could have been. So simple cue might be, at the bottom, Victoria, freeze your knees. Don't let your knees shoot back. Leave them forward, okay? Go ahead. Knees stay forward. There it is, just like that. And there's several variations of this cue that you can use. Push your hips up instead of back. That can be another useful one. Go and do another. Hips go up, not back. There you go. Make your chest and your hips rise at the same time. That can be another cue. Go ahead. Hips and chest together. Good, just like that. And rack the barbell. Thank you. So if you're noticing your lifters are doing that, or if you're watching your own videos and you're noticing that the knees are really shooting back out of the bottom, you need to get that fixed. You really do need to get that fixed. Again, even if you are able to stay mid-foot, the quads have contracted and haven't lifted the barbell, so they haven't done technically any work against gravity, okay? Then the other problem is when the knees shoot back, the back angle becomes much more horizontal. So now there's a significantly longer moment arm between the barbell and the hips. So the way down is fine, and then watch this. Boom! See how, what? All right, try and stay mid-foot this time. All right, back down. So freeze right here. Get back down to the bottom. Right. So here's the moment arm, barbell to hips, okay? That horizontal distance. And then if she shoots her knees back, now look, that back angle is much more horizontal. And we'd expect to see a little bit of that change on the way up. But when it's really over-exaggerated, can you make it worse than that? Like, yes, there's a much longer moment arm between these two things. And when it's heavy enough, guess what this portion, the thoracic spine, is going to do? It's going to round. Can you make it round without hurting yourself? Not really. So if the upper back rounds, that's not good. That's not good because now we have the back angle, the back segment has moved. And the back segment is supposed to be a force transmitter so that the force being produced by the hips and the legs is transferred into the barbell and the barbell goes up. So if the back rounds, then we've got some squishiness in that segment, right? And if you've been to the seminar, you've seen Rip use the squishy wrench versus the steel wrench. And you want your back to be a steel wrench. And that'll be easier if you don't mess it up like that and make that huge, long moment arm, okay? So out of the bottom, knees stay forward. Out of the bottom, hips and chest come up at the same time. Or out of the bottom, drive your hips up, not back. All right, hope that helps, guys.